2011, weeks 42 and 43. Hey everyone! Today I'm working on another page with a 6x6 paper pad. I've still got some goodies left over from my 2013, week 41 and 42 pages, so I popped over to an earlier album and decided to use them up. I absolutely love the colors of the Stitch collection by Amy Tangerine, so I knew I could get a lot of use out of it. I started off by flipping through papers and figuring out what I wanted to use where. I masked off the papers behind the photos so I could get a good idea of color balance on the pages. Once I was pleased with the placement, I grabbed my paper trimmer and began trimming 3x4 and 4x6 cards, saving all of my scraps by size. I grabbed the scraps of some 3x4 Becky Higgins grid cards to write down a little extra journaling. Once I was finished, I grabbed some sheets from the paper pad that are perfect for little journaling accents. As soon as I added one, I kept finding other spots to fill them in. Every journaling spot ended up with one. Then I grabbed some of the scraps from the previous time I used the paper pad, and my Epiphany Shape Studio chevron tool. Sometimes you need some epoxy chevrons and don't have any that'll match. Insert this tool, and it's great. Slide in the paper, then the epoxy, pop it down until you hear a click, and then it's ready to go onto a layout. I made 5 of these for journaling cards, pointing to the photo the journaling talks about. Time to start embellishing. I pulled out my wood veneer box, but then remembered I have some acetate stickers to use up first. I started grabbing and placing wherever I thought they would fit. Almost all the cards got a sticker. I was loving how much I was able to incorporate from the Stitch collection, which is not normal for me. I normally mix it up quite a bit. I wanted to add as little extra stuff, and what was added was going to be gold. I found this gold smile sticker, which I wanted to include. I wanted to find a script gold text to include on the opposite page as well. I found this rub-on saying awesome, and it fit just right. I'm always so nervous when doing a rub-on. It kept me from using them for the longest time. To ensure I have a good transfer, I went over each letter a few times. That way I don't skip anything. I added a few more embellishments, another rub-on, and then it was time to title the page. I only had one 4 left over from the collection alpha, so I used a gold alpha to highlight week 42, then added the afterglow alpha on week 43. I added a few stars, because stars are always a win. Then it was time to cement everything down, with a tiny attacher and tape runner. It felt a little empty still, so I added some epoxy dots to add some pops of color in a few places, and then some buttons as well. Now it was complete.